Hello everyone. So welcome back to Apex Cat Coaching, the one place for all your cat and MBA related information, knowledge, videos on what you should be reading, how you should be reading it, from where you should be reading it, obviously from Apex. Well, so today I've gotten a very interesting video for you. This is all about Snap 2023. Everything that you need to know about Snap 2023 will cover in this one video. Okay, this is not going to be a very long video. I'll take you through every single detail very quickly. So stay tuned. Okay, so first things first, what are we discussing today? Obviously, we're going to discuss about the important dates that are there for your entire paper. Okay, so we're going to talk about when is the exam, when are the admit cards being released, when is the results being released, everything about that. Then we're going to try to understand the pattern of snap exam. Okay, so basically what are the type of questions that come, how many questions come, how many sections are there, how many marks do each section come, is there a sectional cutoff, is there no sectional cutoff, do we really have something called as current affairs like last year. Okay, we're gonna know about everything as such. Okay, by the way, current affairs is nothing but your GK component. So if you have not been reading your newspapers, don't worry. It's not going to come in this year's exam. Anyways, we'll get to that. Next, we're going to talk about syllabus breakdown. How many questions are there from each section? How many, marks do you get from each subsection? Everything as such. And then, what about the top colleges that you should be applying for the SNAP exam? What are the colleges that accept your SNAP score? All obviously symbiosis colleges, all of the fleet of symbiosis colleges accepts the snap score, but which ones you should be really applying for is going to be discussed over here. But before we get into the video, first hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you keep getting our notifications about our latest videos on all the MBA related exams at one place right onto your YouTube, and follow us on Instagram. On Instagram we are with the handle called Apex Vizag. This is your one place for getting questions. This is one place for you to connect with the community. And this will give you access to all the information on your Instagram while you're scrolling mindlessly through those reels. Okay, so let's go on ahead. Let's see what are the important dates. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the exam dates here. This is what all of you have been trying for. Obviously, Snap lets you attempt the exam in 3 slots. Okay, and unlike NMAT, not only the first slot, all the 3 slots are equally important. So you have 3 slots. First one is on the December 10th, 2023, which is a Sunday. The second one is also December 17th, exactly 1 week difference. That's also a Sunday. And the third one is on 22nd. Okay, this is a Friday. So if you applied for any of these 2 or 3 slots, please remember these dates. These days are very important. I would suggest open your Google Calendar, mark it on your calendar so that you get a notification of it at least 1 day prior, so that you don't forget to go to the exam at all. Okay. Now, when will your admit card be live? Assuming that you have already applied for this particular exam, SNAP exam. Okay, you can apply on Snap Test website. I think this the registrations are already closed, so if you're a serious candidate, I'm sure you've already applied for it. And if you're not serious candidate, well, no problem. This exam is done, but you still have other exams like NMAT, ZAT, and MyCat. So your MBA dream is not gone anywhere. Okay, you can still go and do one of these or maybe both of these, because NMAT registration is already done. Now, assuming you have already applied, you're going to go to the exam on one of these 3 dates or maybe more than one of these 3 dates, then your results are going to come out exactly on the 10th of January, which is a Wednesday. I don't know why they've chosen it. Maybe they want to get you tensed in the mid of the week, but most likely it's that you won't choose the CAT colleges and you'll first go to the SNAP colleges. Whatever the reason may be, you're going to get your results by the 10th of January 2024. Okay, so Naya Saal, Naya Bomb. Anyways, what's the SNAP pattern? First of all, the total number of questions here are 60. Okay, and because each of the question that you do right gives you 1 mark, you're going to get a maximum of 60 marks. Okay, now There's nothing like you have to compulsorily, attempt these many questions, but every correct question gives you a positive 1 mark. Anything that's unattempted, okay, gives you a 0. And usually, not usually, always, but yeah, if you go wrong, and I hope you don't, you get a minus 0.25. That is minus 1/4 of a mark. Okay. In CAT, this is 1/3. Here it is 1/4. So quite some difference from 33% to 25%, that 0.08%. But yeah, who cares about all that, right? And total duration that you can write this exam for is 60 minutes. Now it depends on you how you want to break down that 60 minutes. There are no sectional time limits, which is unlike CAT, which is a big thing. Why is that such big thing? Because you can maximize your time by reducing the amount of time you spend on VA. Okay, so if you can just squeeze this section, get proficient with a few topics, which I'll tell you which topics are easy, which topics are hard. I'll tell you everything about that in this video. Before that, hit that like button, yaar, and comment what other videos you'd want to know about. We'll get all that for you right then and there. Okay, so if you can squeeze that time in for VA section, then definitely you can have a bigger window for your quant, DI and DS section, also your analytical and logical reasoning sections. Okay, so these are the 3 sections. And as I've told you, current affairs are not included in this year of SNAP. Okay, so those of you who have not been reading your newspapers, well, I won't say that's great, but at least you don't have to worry about that for the SNAP exam. So let's have a complete question breakdown. Okay, now in the general English part, that's your first section, section number 1. Okay, just going by the flow. Okay, 15 questions aayenge. You will get 15 questions. Each question is 1 mark for the correct answer. So you get a maximum of 15 marks for this section. I hope all of you get the maximum marks for this section. Okay, in this you will get RC questions 5 to 6, verbal ability questions 5 to 6, and 3 to 4 verbal reasoning questions. Okay, now going to the second section, section number 2. That is nothing but your quantitative aptitude section. In this, what SNAP does different from CAT is that it includes DI. Okay, so this time in slot 1 of CAT 2023, there was no DI whatsoever. There was all LR, complete LR, right? But here you get quant, data interpretation and data sufficiency questions. Okay, and these are 20 questions. So maximum marks are 20 marks. Okay, and the third section, obviously, and again, within this particular section also, there's a small breakdown. Yeah, the quantitative aptitude, your math is only going to be for 12 to 14 questions, and your data interpretation is going to be for 6 to 8 questions. Okay, so if you're good with a few chapters of math, like percentages and reading graphs and everything, this section is going to go crazy for you. Okay, next is your analytical and logical reasoning section. Now this section is kind of easy when you compare it to CAT. What kind of? It's very easy if you're comparing it to CAT. The bulky questions are not going to be there. Each of this question is going to take you somewhere around 30 to 50 seconds to solve. Okay, and you have something called as visual reasoning and all also included in this. Anyways, let's go look at it section by section and try to understand what should we do, what all should we study for, and how should we study them. Okay, so in the detailed syllabus breakdown, first let's talk about the general English and especially the reading comprehension part, subsection of the general English part. Okay, on this you would have passages which are anywhere between 250 to 400 words. Okay, now if your reading speed is around 200 to 250 words per minute, which is a very good reading speed, normal reading speed for someone who is already attempted CAT, someone who has already prepared for such exams, then you'll be finishing this entire passage between 1 to 1.5 minutes. Okay, so that's a really good time to make for this kind of section. Okay, so you have 5 to 6 questions, and these passages, they're going to be based on anything and everything, but they're going to be easy. That's the catch over here. Okay, so you can get science, you can get business, economics, environmental sciences, politics, literature, philosophy. You might even get a small passage on psychology. Okay, you might even get something related to finance, but all that will be easier. Okay, something that's straightforward. Okay, you won't have too many inference based questions here because you already have them in your verbal reasoning. You have course of actions and all in your analytical reasoning as well. So these kind of questions will be very easy for you to touch and go. Now, if you're breaking the verbal ability section down, here I can divide this entire thing into two parts, three parts to be honest. All this I would term as vocabulary based questions. This is your reasoning, so verbal reasoning based question, and this is your grammar part. Okay, so you in vocabulary you have things like synonyms and antonyms, fill in the blanks, wherein I might give you like 2 to 3 sentences and ask you to fill in the blanks, or I might just give you one sentence and a blank. Okay, both have been seen in Snap before. Then you have idioms and phrases. Idioms are the muhavre, as you would say in Hindi. Okay, so idioms are some things that you get particular to a particular language. So English, you might have idioms such as to take off. Okay, by all means. Okay, Rolling Stone gathers no moss. All these idioms and phrases will be asked in your verbal ability part. Then you have vocabulary usage. Okay, jumbled paragraphs are the same as parajumbles in your CAT, but very simple ones. Okay, you can easily figure that out. If you have any problem with jumbled paragraphs, you can always watch the parajumbles video on our channel Apex CAT Coaching. Over there I've explained all the concepts of parajumbles in the first 20 minutes thereby, so you can easily crack the parajumbles from Snap. Okay, and then you have correction of error in sentence and grammar usage. Over here the kind of concepts that will be tested are subject verb agreement, indirect speech, active passive voice, conditionals. Okay, देखो नाम सुन के डरो मत, don't be afraid as soon as you hear the name. These are pretty chill topics. You can very easily learn all of these topics, so don't worry at all. Okay, now if we move to the verbal reasoning part, you have critical reasoning, where again you have statements, assumptions. Okay, you have things like facts, inference, judgment. So things like these, and then you have analogies. Basically, analogies are what? If a carpenter is to wood, okay, then a teacher is to what? Questions like that. Okay, we're gonna make another video on this with all the types and models of it, and if you want that video, I need you to comment that yes sir, we need analogies video. Just with that one comment, I will definitely make a complete video. Okay, maybe a 20-minute video explaining you all different types of analogies, and I'll put that on YouTube immediately. Okay, and then you have something called as identifying the parts of speech. Basically, everything you speak is speech, right? And what does each part, each word do in that particular sentence is what we call as parts of speech. Okay, it's just as simple. We don't need to complicate it. We don't need big definitions, large definitions. Noun ye karta hai. Nahin, we don't need all that. Simple stuff. Okay. Now coming to the quantitative aptitude, again I've broken it down into 4 different parts for a total of 12 to 14 questions, which means 14 marks in your hand. Okay. Number systems where HCF, LCM, all these kind of things come up. Okay. I would want you to focus majorly on arithmetic. If your focus is here, at least 8 questions you would be able to convert properly here. Okay, and these are going to be easy questions. These are not going to be too hard questions. They're not going to they're not time consuming. Okay, the only thing you need, there's no formulas per se as well. The only thing you need is presence of mind. So get cracking on these questions, and then you have algebra. Okay, these are the ones that take a little bit of time. Yeah, and geometry. If you're good with the rules of geometry, like the Apollonius theorem, the chords, the bisections, and all of those, you'd get good marks. And trigonometry would definitely test you upon how well you remember sine rule, cosine rule, and how you measure up angles against the sides. All right. So this algebra, your memory will be tested in algebra as well as geometry sections, because there are a good number of rules and formulae for you to remember and solve, because memory plus time is what you would be requiring. But arithmetic is going to be good and easy. So my suggestion to all of you serious snap aspirants, and I'm telling you only serious snap aspirants here, okay? Check out arithmetic. Okay, if you want arithmetic, we have a complete playlist on Apex. Okay, if you want, you just comment. If you're not able to find it on our channel, we will put the link in the description for this video as well. Arithmetic is going to be your savior, trust me on this. Now if we move forward and check out the data interpretation and data sufficiency part, 8 questions are going to come here. 8 easy questions. Okay, and what do you need to get these 8 easy questions? First of all, we need you to understand what are series. Okay, and then look at these 3 type of graphs. Look at pie charts, look at tables, look at bar graphs. As long as you can get the information in an order, you can solve it. Okay, so all you need to do is get an information in the order, use your percentages concepts, and get cracking. Okay, so this is not going to take too much time. It's going to be moderate difficulty for you. Okay, but you can definitely get these 8 questions. So overall in the arithmetic, okay, in the arithmetic plus DIDS, easily you can get some 20 marks here. So my suggestion is, please do not neglect these 2 sections. These are going to be very, very simple to solve. You can definitely do it. If you need any help with these 2 sections, you can always look up at our channel. You'd find the entire arithmetic playlist. Okay, you'd get 7 to 8 videos explaining each concept in detail with practice questions. So just go on to our channel, just check out the playlist. It'll be very easy for you to score good marks in Snap. And then coming to the analytical and LR part. Blood relations, easy topics. Yes, 25 questions. Let's at least target for 15 questions, okay? So 25 questions should give us 25 marks. 15 questions, 15 marks, right? So what are the easier topics in this? Blood relations is easy. Seating arrangement is easy. Directions, my grandmother can do this closed eye. So directions are very easy. Then comes visual reasoning, which is very, very easy. Yes, syllogisms are extremely easy. Yes, clocks and calendars, direct formula based, so this becomes easy again. Yes, and if you want analogies, please comment down that we need analogies video, and I will put up the analogies video as well. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 easy topics. What else do you need? 6 easy topics. You'd get at least 12 marks here. Right? So from this, if I see, you have 12 marks here, you have 14 marks to 20 marks here, 12 plus 20, 32. And let's say, even in English, if you score another 10 marks, okay? So you have 32 marks already, plus 10. 42 marks will easily get you a 99 percentile. So what else do you need? Just do these topics. If you're a serious Snap aspirant, do these topics. You would definitely get into your dream college. Now, what are all the colleges that are accepting? Above 99, if you get a 99, obviously you will get all the colleges. Okay. But to be very, very honest, these are the 4 colleges that I would prefer my students join here. If you're a serious person who has, who has to take loan to join any of these colleges and all, I would want your ROI, the return of interest, to be, good. Your entire investment should be returned at least in 2 years here, because you'll be paying loans, you'll have a lot of commitments you'd want to enjoy and all, right? So these are 4 good colleges. Okay. SIBM Pune, obviously the premier college of the Snap. Yes, the fees is 22.2 lakhs as per the website, and the average package, again according to the placement reports, is somewhere around 26 to 27 lakhs. So let's just take 26.77, which is given in their website, and it accepts a cutoff of 98.5 plus. Next you have SAM HRD. Okay, this is specialized for HR. Uske naam mein hai yaar, it's there in the name itself. The fees is 23.75 lakhs. And the average package is 23.71 lakhs. So it's almost neck to neck. Okay. So maybe 2.5 years, you definitely get your loans and everything cleared while leading a good life. So the cutoff is 97 percentile. Now, why did I put SIIB Pune in the 3rd place despite its low average package and high fees? Well, that is because SIBM Pune and SIIB Pune are in the same campus. They are in the same premises. So your chances for converting companies gets higher. Okay? And the percentile requirement is very low. So even at a score of 38, you could still make it to the SIIB Pune. Okay? This is about the international business program. And the last one is your SIBM Bangalore. The other colleges like SIDTAM, SIOM, Nashik, I won't suggest my students. I would rather say don't go for them. Go for XLRI, XIMB. Yeah, other colleges would be better because see here, you pay 16.5 lakhs or 16 lakhs and you get back 13.12, 12 lakhs. It's not much of a, it's not a wager that I would want you to take. Okay. However, SIBM Bangalore accepts all cutoffs above 90 percentile. So if your score crosses 90 percentile, you can definitely go for this college as well. As usual, guys, I would take your leave with this short video. I don't want to take too much of your time. I hope you learned everything you need about Snap. What are the easy parts? What are the tough parts? What should you be targeting in the next 10 days before the first Snap exam? So please follow Apex Cat Coaching. Just subscribe to this. Smash that bell button. Okay, this is your one-stop destination for all CAT and MBA related exams. And follow us on Instagram so that you keep getting regular updates. Okay, as and when something happens, we put it up immediately. So these should be your two go-to places to get all MBA related information. Thank you so much. Bye.